We're starting our this bulletin on the Uttarakhand disaster with some good news coming in. Breaking, all 16 people trapped inside the Tapovan tunnel, which was completely inundated with silt as a result of the floods, have been rescued. The Home Ministry sources are telling India Today that 16 people who are trapped in the Tapovan tunnel have all been rescued. In fact, we've got images of the tunnel which had been completely inundated with silt shortly after the flash floods that were triggered by the glacial breakage earlier today. And some good news coming in that 16 people have been safely rescued. Kamaljeet Sandhu breaking the story for us from the national capital. Kamal, tell us more.
Some bit of good tidings coming in that 16 persons have been rescued, and they were all labourers who were working inside when the flood waters came gushing in. Now we've been told that this first set of people have been rescued and they've been pulled up, so they're no longer there inside the tunnel. The other part is the ITBP and the security forces there, including the SDRF, are now trying to open another front where more people are supposedly there, and that is where the rescue operations are on. Now multiple sources tell us that the initial bit where water gushed in, where labourers were working, there were at least 100 in the barrage and at least 50 in the tunnel. So work is not over yet. Until all the time the people are counted and the dead bodies are retrieved, the situation remains extremely fluid. Now at 4:30 p.m, the NCMC, which is the National Crisis Management Committee, which is being chaired by Rajiv Gauba, the Cabinet Secretary, is looking into the aspect where top amateur officials are there. So right on ground, it's the forces like ITBP, the Indian Army, the SDRF, the NDRF are at work, and here in Delhi, the top officials holding the helm of affairs, looking very minutely into all details. Amit Shah, the Home Minister, has already said all backup will be given, all possible assistance will be given. So we were initially told that they're looking at a figure of 100 to 150, but with this kind of news coming in, perhaps there could be better news that more and more people could be rescued, but we'll really wait for the final figures as far as confirmation on both those who have been rescued and those who have been brought dead.
Okay, so at least 16 people have been rescued from inside that tunnel, which is very, very good news. That's a relief to hear that some people have been rescued, but many are still missing. We'll get you an updated figure in just a moment. Before that, I want to bring you, Kamal, thanks for the moment. I want to bring you the 5 most devastating images that tell the story in its entirety. This is the first image that emerged of the actual flash flood. The glacial burst occurred in Uttarakhand's Chamoli district at about 10:40 a.m. and you can see in this a part of the Nanda Devi glacier breaking off at Joshimath, causing complete havoc downstream. Most of these images captured by locals in the area. The breach took place in the Dhauli Ganga Valley. That's where this current devastation you see is happening. Now the second image that captured the ongoing disaster. The glacial breach created havoc in the Joshimath area, destroying pretty much everything in its path. Massive destruction is feared, particularly in this particular area. Image number 3. Well, this caused a huge flood in the Alaknanda and Dhauli Ganga rivers. This has endangered the lives of people living along the bank. So there is a big evacuation exercise that is taking place as well. Many people continue to be missing. Image number 4, the Rishi Ganga power project has been completely damaged. It's been smashed by the super flood. More than 150 labourers working at the Rishi Ganga power project may have been directly affected. Rescue operations are underway. Many of them are still missing. And finally, a dam of the Tapovan power project was breached and feared to have been washed away. ITBP and State Disaster Response Force personnel have been rushed to the affected area to evacuate those who continue to be stranded. I want to go across to our man on the ground, Gaurav Sawant, who is in the Chamoli district of Uttarakhand, where this happened. Gaurav, what is the latest? Some good news coming in from the Tapovan tunnel of 16 labourers being rescued, but there are over 100 people still missing, we're hearing, especially from the Rishi Ganga Hydel project. What are your sources telling you from the ground?
Shiv, there are 2 strands as of now. So one, Army aviation helicopters, they are flying aviation chopper sorties to figure out which is the area where immediate relief and rescue teams need to be dropped. That task done, the NDRF and ITBP teams have been able to rescue people from Tunnel 1. 16 people rescued. Tunnel 2, the task of removing debris is currently underway. So once they remove debris, hopefully people will be brought out alive even here. There is information that there are people alive even in Tunnel 2. Number 3, as far as the first, the Rishi Ganga project is concerned, yes, massive casualties feared there. Unfortunately, lives have been lost. People are still missing. At Tapovan, there was some advanced information. So it is hoped that people were able to move to safety, at least some. So not everybody has been accounted for just as yet, according to the Trivendra Singh Rawat government. And that is why they are not giving out official figures just as yet. It's only those who are on rota and have not been accounted for. Shiv, as of now, are feared missing. But downstream, the situation is much better, according to the Chief Minister and his staff, because at Srinagar, they were able to contain the water flow of Alaknanda and Dhauli Ganga. And downstream at Rishikesh and Haridwar, and subsequently in Uttar Pradesh, it's safe now.
Okay, it's safe now downstream in some of those areas. So there is some, some reason to have hope as far as the damage is concerned. But the images that we've seen right through today paint an extremely unsettling picture of how this actually played out. Now, a portion of the Nanda Devi Glacier in the Raini area of Chamoli district of Uttarakhand, these are the lower Himalayas, of course, broke off at about 10:40 this morning, triggering that massive avalanche and flash floods in the Dhauli Ganga. The Tapovan Haidel Dam was damaged amidst a flash flood, water gushing down into the Alaknanda River. The moments of that dam breach have been caught on camera. If you look closely at those pictures, you can see that dam being simply washed away. It is this moment after which the flash floods turned horrific, causing widespread devastation in its path. The flash floods also damaged the Rishi Ganga hydroelectric power project, as Gaurav was telling us. Reports suggest that there has been heavy damage due to the breaking of the hydropower project, and over 150 people are believed to be missing from the site of that Haidel project. So all rescue efforts currently are pointed in that direction. Let's listen into what the additional district magistrate of the Chamoli district had to say to India today on the disaster when we spoke to him just a short while ago.
जो एवलांच आया था, ग्लेशियर टूटा था ऋषि गंगा के ऊपर, उसकी वजह से जो ऋषि गंगा पावर प्रोजेक्ट है उसका जो डैम था वो टूट गया। उसके बाद फिर नीचे अन्य चीजें टूट गई, उसकी वजह से काफी मात्रा पानी का वॉल्यूम बढ़ गया था और जिस कारण से काफी जान माल का नुकसान हुआ है। एग्जैक्ट तो अभी फिगर नहीं है, परंतु मानव क्षति और अन्य क्षति काफी ज्यादा है। नहीं, विलेज पे ज्यादा नहीं है, परंतु जो काम कर रहे थे ऋषि गंगा पावर प्रोजेक्ट में वो मिसिंग है। रेस्क्यू हमारी टीम लगी हुई है, वो इसीलिए रेस्क्यू कर रही है। दो हमारे, क्योंकि उसके नीचे भी धौली गंगा में एक एनटीपीसी का भी पावर हाउस बन रहा है, तो उनके भी डैम साइड में कुछ नुकसान होने की सूचना है।
Gaurav Sawant continues to be with us. Gaurav, we do know that a lot of military assets and security agency assets are already deployed or currently on standby. I imagine that we're going to see a lot of helicopter efforts as well. You were talking about Army aviation. We know that from Chandigarh and elsewhere, lots of Indian Air Force helicopters are also on standby for rescue and relief operations.
Shiv, C-130J Hercules aircraft, they've already taken off from Hindon Air Base with the NDRF rescue teams. So 3 teams are already en route. They reached Jolly Grant, and from Jolly Grant, then the helicopter Jolly Grant Airport at Dehradun, and then from Jolly Grant helicopters will take them. So the Army aviation team is doing the recce, and all of this is happening simultaneously. As you well know, Shiv, post 2013 Kedarnath tragedy, several systems were put in place and standard operating procedures were put in place in terms of immediate relief and rescue measures. You and I have covered that on ground at Kedarnath. So subsequently, now you have your teams already deployed. The Army, the ITBP. Incidentally, a border roads organization bridge was also washed away in the flash flood. DG Border Roads has instructed that a temporary makeshift arrangement be made immediately so that rescue efforts can happen. So Air Force, Army, NDRF, ITBP, State Disaster Response Force, all of them working in coordination through a team which is coordinating all of it in Dehradun. And of course, Cabinet Secretary Rajiv Gauba, even as we speak, in Delhi is doing a video conference with both state and central agencies to see what other resources are required. Incidentally, Army medical teams are also on standby at Dehradun to be flown wherever required, Shiv.
Gaurav, thanks very much. Gaurav's our man on the ground. He's going to be reporting from there. Look out for his ground broadcast from the site of the devastation at 8 this evening. Here's a look at some of the reactions that have come in from the country's leadership on this big disaster.
उत्तराखंड में ऐसे परिवार मुश्किल से मिलते हैं जिनका कोई न कोई सदस्य फौज में न हो, यानी वहां के लोगों का हौसला किसी भी आपदा को मात दे सकता है। उत्तराखंड के साहसी लोग के लिए मैं प्रार्थना कर रहा हूं, बंगाल प्रार्थना कर रहा है, देश प्रार्थना कर रहा है।
आईटीबीपी के जवान भी वहां पर पहुंच गए हैं, पूरे राज्य का तंत्र भी वहां पर एक्टिव हो गया, एसडीआरएफ की टीमें भी पहुंची हैं। मेरी मुख्यमंत्री जी से बात हुई, वो भी ऑन वे हैं और वायुसेना को भी अलर्ट कर बचाव कार्य में लगाने के लिए हमने पूरी तैयारी कर ली है। मैं उत्तराखंड की सभी निवासियों को आश्वस्त करना चाहता हूं कि नरेंद्र मोदी सरकार इस संकट की घड़ी में उत्तराखंड के साथ खड़ी है और हर संभव मदद देकर इस संकट से जल्दी उत्तराखंड बाहर आए और आम जनजीवन पहले की तरह शुरू हो जाए, इस दिशा में हमारे प्रयास है। मेरे साथी एमओएस नित्यानंद जी गृह विभाग के डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट के कंट्रोल रूम में स्वयं बैठकर इस सारी चीजों को देख रहे हैं और मैं भी शाम को पहुंचकर परिस्थिति का जायजा लूंगा। प्रधानमंत्री जी ने भी फोन पर पूछा कर
जो रेलवे का काम चल रहा है, अलर्ट करके उनको वहां से खाली करा दिया गया है। जो नदी के किनारे जो लोग हैं उनको अलर्ट करके उनको वहां खाली करा दिया गया है। जो रिवर राफ्टिंग होती है उसको बंद करा दिया गया है और जो टेहरी बांध से पानी रोकने को कहा गया है। श्रीनगर जो बांध है उस पर पानी खोल देने को कहा है ताकि जो लॉन्च का जो पानी आ रहा है उससे क्षति कम से कम। एनडीआरएफ से दिल्ली बात हो गई है गृह सचिव से और उन्होंने पूरे सहयोग के लिए कहा है। उन्होंने एनडीआरएफ भेजना है या किस तरह की जरूरत है तो हम उसके लिए
उत्तराखंड में अलकनंदा की सहायक नदी में आज सुबह एक ग्लेशियर के टूटने से जो एक भीषण त्रासदी वहां पर घटित हुई है, इस भीषण त्रासदी के प्रति उत्तराखंड के उन पीड़ित परिवारों के प्रति और नागरिकों के प्रति हमारी संवेदनाएं हैं।
उत्तराखंड में हादसा हुआ है, ज्यादा डिटेल्स नहीं आई हैं। मैं भगवान से प्रार्थना करता हूं कि सब कुशल रहें, वहां पे किसी को हानि ना पहुंचे। हम सब की तरफ से ये शुभकामनाएं उत्तराखंड के लोगों को। जोशीमठ पे जो हादसा की खबरें अभी अभी आई हैं उसके लिए मैं अपनी संवेदना देता हूं।
वहाँ पर जो बांध बन रहा था उसको क्षति पहुंची। वहाँ पर जो कर्मचारी थे, वहाँ पर कुछ लेबर है अभी उसके बारे में अधिकृत रूप से मानव क्षति के बारे में अधिकृत रूप से कह पाना कुछ कठिन है, लेकिन अभी जो पानी की तीव्रता है वो चमोली तक पहुँचते पहुँचते काफ़ी कम हो गई है। लेकिन जो रेलवे का काम चल रहा है, अलर्ट करके उनको वहाँ से खाली करा दिया गया है। जो नदी के किनारे जो लोग हैं उनको अलर्ट करके उनको वहाँ खाली करा दिया गया है। जो रिवर राफ्टिंग होती है उसको बंद करा दिया गया है, और जो टेहरी बांध से पानी रोकने को कहा गया है। श्रीनगर जो बांध है उस पर पानी खोल देने को कहा है, ताकि जो लॉन्च का जो पानी आ रहा है उससे क्षति कम से कम। NDRF से दिल्ली बात हो गई है गृह सचिव से, गृह मंत्री जी अभी जहाज में है, अभी थोड़ी देर में उनसे भी बात करूँगा, और उन्होंने पूरे सहयोग के लिए कहा है। उन्होंने कहा NDRF भेजना है या किस तरह की जरूरत है तो हम उसके लिए भारत।
Well, rescue operations are currently underway at the Chamoli district of Uttarakhand. We'll give you an update in just a short moment from now about the various other assets that are getting involved in a very, very dynamic situation. Here's a quick look at some of the other reactions that have been coming in.
तपोवन में भी एक पावर प्रोजेक्ट था NTPC का, वो जो है उसको भी इम्पैक्ट किया है। वहाँ भी 150 के करीब कर्मचारी थे, किंतु वहाँ कुछ लोगों के टनल में होने की सूचना प्राप्त हुई है, जिसमें हमारा उत्तराखंड पुलिस की SDRF टीमों का प्रयास जारी है उनको बचाने का। ये और बड़ी बात बताना चाहूँगा कि जो पानी और मलबा जो आगे आया नीचे डाउन स्ट्रीम में, हमने सबको अलर्ट कर दिया था, पूरे एरिया को खाली करा दिया था गंगा के किनारे, जिससे कि कोई और फर्दर उसमें डैमेज ना हो। वो पानी अब श्रीनगर में डैम है वहाँ पहुँच के वो पूरा स्टेबल हो गया। उससे आगे अब कोई खतरा, किसी तरह का खतरा किसी को नहीं बचा है। ये मैं हरिद्वार, ऋषिकेश, मुनि के रेती और ब्यासी देवप्रयाग के लोगों को ये बताना चाहूँगा। और हमारे रेस्क्यू और रिलीफ के ऑपरेशन जारी हैं।
माननीय मुख्यमंत्री के ने एक निर्देश जारी किए हैं और यहाँ से भी निर्देश गए हैं कि जितने भी हमारे जनपद हैं जो गंगा के बेसिन में आते हैं, 27 जनपद, उनको एक अलर्ट जारी किया गया है। मंडलायुक्त और जनपदों से बात भी लगातार की जा रही है कि इस स्थिति पर मॉनिटरिंग रखें, और जो हमें सूचनाएं मिल रही हैं उत्तराखंड से उसके अनुसार हम अलर्ट पे हैं, और वाटर जो हमारा लेवल है नदियों का उसको हम लगातार मॉनिटर कर रहे हैं, और हमारा कंटीजेंसी प्लान हमारा तैयार है।
Well, my message to the common people and who may be affected, whose relatives may be affected, is that things right now look to be back to nearing normalcy, in the sense that the water has flown down and the damage which will happen has probably already happened. But as I said, it's a developing situation. But I can assure you that as I was saying, that the helplines are out. The state government is already on the job. The CM is personally monitoring. So if there are any issues to be handled, the helplines can be addressed, including the state police helpline. I have just had a talk with the DG. So the police also is alert. The SDRF is alert. So every agency can be tapped, including the NDRF, and we'll be on call.
2 टीमों को अलग अलग जगह पर हम लोगों ने तैनात किया है वहाँ पे। एक टीम हमारी बिल्कुल फ्लैट जो ग्राउंड है जहाँ पर कि कहोगे आप पूरा रिजर्वायर बना हुआ था, उस पे पहुँच गए हैं। वहाँ पर पहुँच के वो लोग स्थानीय जो वहाँ पर जो बांध के भी जो रिजर्वायर के भी जो स्टाफ था और साथ ही साथ जो बाकी लोग थे उनके साथ मिलकर अभी असेसमेंट कर रहे हैं। वहाँ तक कि पूरी जो आसपास की आबादी है, गाँव हैं और लोग हैं, उन लोगों को अवेयर करने का और निकालने का काम भी उसमें भी मदद कर रहे हैं हमारे जवान।
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.